Koshka, what are you doing? You laying on my chest, bud? You laying right on me? I love you, pretty kitty. I'm making biscuits on my chest. Alright, let's go get you some fishes.
Hello and Happy New Year, everybody. It is the 1st of January 2024, and it is currently only 34 degrees outside. It is very cold, hence the 2 jackets. It is not morning, but I do have coffee because, like I said, it's really cold. But these plants that have these plants that have outgrown their containers just don't care if I'm cold or not. They want more soil space. You can see the roots down in the holes of the bottom. They're like, I don't care if it's cold, let me out of here. So the show must go on and plants must be planted. So I have this whole tray and this cabbage, another cabbage like this, and another 1.5 whole trays just like this one that need to go into the garden as soon as possible, like preferably yesterday or the day before that or the week before that. But you know, life happens, so it's happening now. So I will show you guys a few clips of me actually getting these into the garden, and then I'll show you all of it when I'm done. Okay, I got half of that tray, or no, I got all of that whole tray that I showed you, and half of this tray, obviously, planted out in the garden, and it's cold. I'm very glad that the fall and winter garden is hands-off for the most part, because I am cold. I'm wearing sweatpants, a t-shirt, well no, sweatpants, a tank top, a t-shirt, a hoodie, and this windbreaker jacket, and I'm still cold, so, yeah, not the funnest, but I do have broccoli growing out there, so I really couldn't be happier. Just found a place for the cilantro that was here. I think next, I'm not going to bother planting things like this out. That's obviously not going to work out very well. So next, I guess we will be planting these 2 pansies. And then probably get the sprouting broccolis out of the way because they do not look very good. I'll have to thin them. There's obviously 3 in this one. I'm gonna make it into 1. I think they're gonna be too root bound for me to get apart, so I'm just gonna clip it down to 1, sadly. But yeah, let's get that done. So this container is the one that has the perennial kale in it that may or may not be alive. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a sprouting broccoli in here and mulch it, and then if that comes back, then cool. If not, then it's okay. Everybody, I officially planted out everything that I'm going to. I left out a couple lettuce plants, a couple spinach plants, and a couple broccolis that were just not doing well enough that I thought they would bounce back. I didn't want to waste the space. So, let me just give you a quick little look around of what I planted. So in this container we have a bok choy, Here I planted some cilantro. Here we've got 2 lettuces and a pansy. I added a rapini sprouting broccoli here. This was an empty container, so all of this is new. We've got Landis winter lettuce, butter crunch butterhead lettuce, baby bok choy, and dazzling blue kale. This one has, I think that's a sprouting broccoli. That's an early purple sprouting broccoli that looks very, very sad. This is a rapini sprouting broccoli that also looks sad, and I tried to keep this parsley uncovered so that it would keep growing, but I put some thick mulch on there, so hopefully that works out. I planted this the other day, but it is a Nero Toscana kale. This is planted today, some purple lady bok choy. This is another one of the brushstrokes viola pansies. This is a rapini sprouting broccoli. Got some kale here. Purple lady bok choy there. Right there, that's cilantro. This is butter crunch butterhead lettuce and some Nero Toscana kale. This is baby choy bok choy. In this container, we got some dazzling blue kale, 1 core debut cabbage, and I planted this Landis winter lettuce just closer to the edge. I planted this lettuce, which is a butter crunch butterhead lettuce. This is a core debut cabbage. That's the cilantro that I showed you, and then this is another dazzling blue kale. This is slow bolt cilantro and dazzling blue kale, or no, slow bolt cilantro and early purple sprouting broccoli. I added 1 little lettuce plant to this container. So now I have this stack of things that need to go back inside. These are some plants that I didn't think would grow very well or quickly. This May Queen lettuce is more heat tolerant than it is frost tolerant, apparently. I have 2 really big lettuce plants that I just don't specifically have anywhere that I want them to go, so I'm probably just going to leave these in the greenhouse like this and harvest off of them from in there. I just have to bring all these things back inside. And I'm also going to harvest these 2 containers of carrots. Okie dokie, I have made myself a fresh cup of coffee as well as cut off all of the tips and ends of my carrots that I harvested, and those are in a bowl of cold water. Now I'm going to do the dishes, and then I have a lot of seeds starting to do so. Okay guys, I have lined up all of the seeds that I got in my advent calendar, and I thought I would go through them and give you guys a full list of what we got. So in day 1, we got cut and come again zinnias. Day 2, we got hearts of gold cantaloupe or muskmelon. Day 3, we got Bloomsdale spinach. Day 4, sugar daddy snap peas. Day 5 was coral fountain amaranth, otherwise known as love lies bleeding. Then we got rainbow blend tomatoes, pole cherry tomatoes. Then we got Moroccan cilantro / coriander. In the US, we call it cilantro when we eat the leaves, and coriander when we eat the seeds as like a spice. 8, we got lemon queen sunflower. Day 9, we got Vivian romaine lettuce. Day 10, we got common chives, and I was actually about to buy some of these, so I'm glad I got those. Day 11, we got black knight scabiosa or pincushion flower. Day 12, we got Everleaf Emerald Towers basil. I just dropped these 2 off of the desk, so they might be backwards, but day 13, we got Munstead lavender. Day 14, we got English thyme. I was also going to buy some of this. Day 15, we got Honey Boat Delicata winter squash. In case you guys didn't know, winter squash means you eat it in the winter, not you grow it in the winter. I cannot plant this right now. It is a frost-sensitive plant. It says right there on the front, probably because of the winter up here. It is a frost-sensitive plant. We got Rocky Arugula, otherwise known as wild rocket. I've only ever heard British people call it rocket, but let me know if you're from somewhere else and you call it that. Got Goblin Gaillardia. Day 18, we got the Serrano chilies. Day 19, we got Seashells Blend Cosmos. And on day 20, we got Incredible Swirl Coreopsis. One last thank you to Michelle in the Meadow for sending me this, or allowing me to win it. It was really fun to open, and I'm very much looking forward to planting all of these seeds. Alright guys, please ignore the mess that is my desk, but all of these things lined up are all of the miniatures from my mom's advent calendar, so we're going to go through all those. Day 1, she got Mentos. Day 2, she got Dry Shampoo. Day 3, Frosted Flakes. Day 4, Icebreakers Mints. Day 5, Juicy Juice. Day 6, a Slurpee. Day 7, V8. Day 8, Pastel Drawing Pencils. Day 9, Spicy Holy Guacamole. Day 10, Honey. Day 11, Sun-Made Raisins. Day 12, Blue Diamond Almonds, and this one is actually gold. It is a rare. Day 12, Jolly Ranchers. Day 13, Tiny Little Pringles. Day 14, Belvita Breakfast Biscuits. Day 15, Sunny D. Day 16, Reese's Pieces. Day 17, Revlon Color Stay Foundation. Day 18, Drumstick Squashies. Day 19 is a Revlon nail polish. Day 20 is a Scotch tape runner. Day 21, a little Jelly Belly container. I somehow lost count. I'm not sure what happened, but the Jelly Belly container, and then a regular Scotch tape, and a Pop Secret popcorn. So that is all 24, even though I can't count, of the miniatures that my mom got. I think somewhere in here is where I counted wrong. But those are all so cute. Look how small they actually are. Don't mind my dirty fingers. I've been touching soil, but they're all so small. And I mean, like, they're not far away from me. I'm touching them. Like, that's so cute. What is up, you guys? I just showed you all of my mom's miniatures, as well as all of the seeds out of my advent calendar. And now I'm going to put all the miniatures away. I'm not going to put them back in each little container because they're not going to end up in there anyway. And then I'm going to sort all these seeds into my seed container. And then we're going to put these stickers onto my seed container. So, got a few things to do here. Got all the miniatures in a little Ziploc, in a grocery bag. Alright, here is my seed starting container, my seed storage container, not seed starting. I guess same thing. But yeah, we're gonna put everything from there into here. And what I need is a table. What I'm gonna use as a table, a soil bin. There we are. Now for the decorative bit. So here is the end result of our seed container for now. We've got the purple Grow Something Lovely. This is a Kajari melon, a cucumber, some chilies, an eggplant, a yellow rose that says be patient, some cherry tomatoes, a beet, So Kindness, Reap Beauty, an okra, some green beans, a jalapeno, a sunflower, a tomato, a orange bell pepper, some carrots, sunflower, Dr. Wychee tomato, kale, and get off your couch. We have Land to Heal with Jess's hand holding the little sling thing. So I'm pretty happy with how that looks. That's gonna make me happy every time I go to get seeds. Okay dudes, I am right now planting onions. I already did one whole tray like this of Australian brown onions, and these ones are yellow of Parma onions. But this is the first time I've ever seen onion seed, so I thought maybe you guys had never seen it. They're just like tiny little pieces of coal. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm just planting. Alright guys, I got done planting everything and watering everything. I planted one of my little spider plant starts. I moved my canna lily out here because I needed the room in the big grow tent. I have a little stack of pots there, but I mostly put things away. The big stack of black pots is in there with the little extra potting soil, because the soil that's in here is everything that's missing from that bag, plus the same amount of compost from outside, so it's a mixture. That's why that's just sitting there. Then here in the grow tent, we have the cilantro, spinach, and artichokes that I already had, as well as 2 succulents that I'm watering. Then this entire tray is Australian brown onions, and this entire tray is yellow of Parma onions. Then here we have spinach and herbs. So this row is English thyme, this is common chives, Italian oregano, giant noble spinach, matador spinach, and then Bloomsdale spinach there on the end. And in this one we have little gem romaine lettuce, black seeded Simpson lettuce, buttercrunch butterhead lettuce, Vivian romaine lettuce, Landis winter lettuce, and crisp mint romaine lettuce. Then I also reseeded this with buttercrunch butterhead lettuce to hope that it would come up. One actually came up eventually, but that's terrible germination, so we'll try again. Okay guys, well I am super hungry after working out in the garden and then doing a bunch of things in here, so I am going to go have some dinner. It's just going to be leftover lasagna that I made last night, so if I get up to anything interesting after dinner, then I'll see you there. So even though I am gonna have leftover lasagna for dinner, my love bug is terribly sick and has had a fever all day and has been sweating and just can barely keep anything down, and has been in and out of the bathroom for a multitude of reasons. So I'm headed to the store to just buy him some Lunchables. He said that meat and cheese and crackers just sounds like a perfect thing that he would be able to eat. So Lunchables for dinner it is, and I'm headed to Dollar General. Oh, and orange juice. Lunchables and orange juice. That's what he wants, so let's go. Hey guys, what's up? Today is the 2nd of January, and I woke up feeling terrible, having hot and cold flashes and sweats, and I had a really bad headache, so I kind of just relaxed as much as I possibly could this morning in between doing payday errands. And I really wanted to take down the Christmas tree, but I really just don't think that I have the energy or the strength to bring my totes of Christmas stuff downstairs, pack it all up, and then tote it all back upstairs. So I'm probably just going to take the pillows and the tree skirt from underneath it and clean the house and leave that for another day, because that sounds like a huge project to me right now and I don't feel very well. But there are some things that I still have to do because I am an adult and have a home. even though I'm not feeling very well. So I'm going to pick up the tree skirt and the pillows, vacuum the floor, I'm gonna get the dishes done, and then I'll probably just relax after that because I feel like trash. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the garden on this very cold morning. It is currently 29 degrees. I think it was 27 degrees when I woke up. It feels like it's 24, and all of these plants are showing it. So, I mean, they're okay. They're just a bit wilty and stiff. They just look a little bit sad. But they're actually not doing too bad. They're not even as stiff as they have been. It's not, it's almost right at freezing temperatures. It's just barely below right now. I haven't been in the garden in a few days, and I was just kind of coming around this morning to check on the things that I planted out with you guys the other day. One of them being the cilantro that and it looks like it's still alive. I was worried about. Even if some of these leaves aren't doing the greatest. I think that'll live and grow back at least. We got some baby leaves in the very center. That's good. These lettuces that we planted out. And this pansy is doing just fine. The lettuces are a bit limp and cold, but looking okay. This rapini broccoli isn't even that cold. It's still standing strong. And this one we've got some kales that look like they're doing nice, and a few lettuces. Or a couple lettuces and a bok choy. These ones look very sad. This one might be too dry. It doesn't feel dry, but this container doesn't look like it's happy. We got parsley in here and over here. We got the little sprouting broccoli that I put in. Kale doing fine. Purple lady bok choy doing fine. The other pansy and broccoli. This one is quite sad. But I don't think it's sad to the point of death. I think it's sad because it doesn't understand what's happening and why I've made it this cold. I haven't made it this cold, but you can blame me if you want. Very frosty pansy over here, and the purple lady bok choy. If it continues to get this cold at night, I'll probably bring my sheets out here and tack them up. And then I'll have to come uncover everything every morning, but I don't want to lose harvest on all of these things that I'm growing, so it's worth it. These bok choys over here. Why is this one flowering? What the heck? It's so cold outside. You're producing a flower? That's rude, bro. I was just talking about how pretty you were. I'm disappointed in you. All these frosty garlics look pretty cool. That's nice. We've got the snapdragons coming back where I cut them. Oh, how many of these do I have? Gosh, this hardneck garlic is really putting my patience to the test. It still only has that one, and I think there are 18 in this container. So, that's a thing that I've been dealing with. Should look something like this, or even like that, and no, it looks like this. In our big container, we've got one little lettuce baby right here, some kales right here, and a cabbage right here. All looking alive. I still haven't used these carrots. I have them sitting in a bowl of cold water so that they stay crunchy. The Brussels sprouts themselves aren't that cold, but the leaves are cold. Look at those beautiful babies. That's crazy. Yeah, these two look pretty sad. I do think that I need to water some of these plants, like the ones where they're like very wilted. Might be because they need water, but doesn't make sense to me to water first thing in the morning when like the mulch is still frozen and stuff. I don't want to shock the plants with colder or warmer water. So in the winter I tend to water kind of in the middle of the day to where they aren't frozen, but they still have time to like drain out and dry off a little bit before night comes and it freezes again. So I may have to water all of these plants on my lunch break today. Or at least some of them. A lot of them look fine, but a couple over here, 2 or 3 of them just look like they need some water. So, man guys, I'm still so surprised at how that dwarf snapdragon is doing. I bought a 6-pack of it from either the grocery store or from Hirsch during the summer. And it's still alive. When I bought it, I didn't even know that snapdragons were a frost hardy flower, so. This one is looking the best. It's bigger than my hand now. Has a lot of new growth coming out the bottom, especially since putting that compost in there. So I guess it's pretty happy. All these carrots have fallen down really far. I could probably harvest these anytime. I just have quite a few carrots in my house right now, including the ones I harvested and some store-bought ones. So I'll just leave those in there and they can store themselves in my cold ground until I need to use them. And then lastly, I wanted to check if there's any visible broccoli on the other plants besides this one, because I've seen the one on this one already. Not that I can tell. That's okay though. Here we got some strawberries going on. And then a few lettuce plants and 1 cabbage plant. These are just some dead strawberries. Those are some dormant caladium. So yeah, there's not a lot going on in here. And actually, it kind of smells like cat pee in here, so I'm sure the neighborhood cats have been using my greenhouse as a reprieve from the cold. And that's quite annoying because they like to scratch and dig in my containers and use them as a litter box. So I wish they would just leave. Okay, you guys, I'm not even sure what all this video includes because it's been recorded over multiple days and it's been a long week. I went up to Springfield, which is one of the larger cities in Missouri, on Wednesday, and we went to Sam's Club and the mall and a few things like that. So I honestly don't even remember everything that I've shot before this. But I knew that I hadn't ended the video, so I wanted to pop on here this morning and at least give you guys a little show of what we planted out the other day. And then give you guys one last Happy New Year, and I hope you guys are doing great. I hope this cold weather isn't affecting all of you too much. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you coming along with me in these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.